Okay. Hello, interwebs. Playing a very lighthearted and happy game this time. After the last video, I needed some, something not so serious. So, I saw this up on Game Preview yesterday. It was never in the, coming soon category, which was weird. I guess you could say it's the unofficial sequel. I don't even know if it's unofficial or official sequel to Happy Wars. This is just me, trying it out, this is the first time I'm starting it up, so I don't know what to expect. I know what Happy Wars was. It was kind of like a MOBA, sort of. MOBA RPG type thing. I played a few games of Happy Wars, but I just never could really get into it. When it comes to MOBAs, I prefer things like Smite or Overwatch. I would take Overwatch over Smite any day. Teams are... You can get shitty teams in both games, but, I just feel like it's more fun to play Overwatch because it's a first-person shooter. And I love first-person shooters. But, this game is called Happy Dungeons. Like I said, it just showed up on Game Preview yesterday, but I already had the video up that I was going to do for yesterday, which was the hard one for me, but I wanted to play it, but I wanted you guys to experience it with me for the first time, or maybe you saw someone else play it. I don't know. This is me playing it, but I saved it. I didn't want to play it first. I wanted to play it first. I didn't want to play it first by myself. I wanted to play it first with you guys. Naturally, I'm gonna say this looks like Happy Wars because it's basically the unofficial sequel as far as I know. But this game, the premise of it, like going with 4 people into a dungeon and clearing it, reminds me of Dungeon Defenders, I think is what it was called on the 360. I fucking loved that game. Oh my god. That was my favorite game ever, really, on the 360, which is hard to say because there's a lot of mainstream titles on it. But for an arcade game, it was the most fun thing ever. And I'm kind of pissed off that they're not bringing these Dungeon Defenders 2 to the console. I think they said like the memory issues just wouldn't allow it. They couldn't do on the console what they could on the PC, which is understandable. But I mean that was the most fun I had with my friends on that game, and I was just really pissed off when they said that they would try to bring it to the console, but as for right now, their plans are not to bring it to the console. So I was pissed off. I think she's speaking Japanese. It sounds like gibberish when they're talking sometimes, but when she talks, it sounds like she's speaking Japanese. So, I don't know anything about the game studio, because, like I said, when I played Happy Wars, I played, like, 1 or 2... See, she has that, like, really... She has a really over-the-top, like, anime girl, like, Japanese anime girl voice. Like, really high-pitched and, like, squealy at times. So, I mean, that's why I think she's speaking Japanese. It also sounds like she's speaking Japanese. I think some of those are Japanese words, but when this dude talks, it's just fucking gibberish. Or, like, when anybody else talks, it just sounds like gibberish. It was like that in Happy Wheels. But, This definitely reminds me of Dungeon Defenders, so I could totally get behind this. The only difference being in Dungeon Defenders, you were actually defending the crystals from mods. You know, it's kind of like... what's that PC game? Mark played it with Jack and Jacksepticeye, or Sean, whatever you want to call him. And Bob Moiscurum, or whatever. I highly doubt Bob's ever going to see this video, but if he does, I'm sorry, dude. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I want to say it's Muy, just because, you know, the M-U-Y, it's kind of like Spanish, but Muy Skirm. I'm butchering his name, I'm so sorry. But, it was Mark, Sean, and Bob, and they were playing it. I think it was, what the fuck was it called? Orcs Must Die? They were playing it with Wade, too. I think it was Orcs Must Die. There's like waves of orcs coming and they were defending and shit. You know, it's kind of like that, too. In Dungeon Defenders, you were defending from people invading, and Orcs Must Die, you were defending from the orcs, too. If that's even what the game was called. I'm pretty sure it was. But in here, you're actually going into the dungeon and trying to clear it. Kind of like... I'm comparing it to a lot of games, but it's just got that Dungeon Defenders feel with like the music and the upbeat tone of everything. But that was my own personal experience. That's why I'm comparing it to it, because I've actually played Dungeon Defenders in. I put more than a few hours into Dungeon Defenders. But the sad part is when I started playing Dungeon Defenders, there was already hacks out for the fucking thing because it had been out for a while. So even on console, there were fucking hacks, and there was one where someone could join you in your tavern and then loot everything you had on your person. And for the record, the guy who did that to me, you can go fuck yourself in your own ass with a rusty hammer. Alright? Because it happened to me. And I had some decent shit on me. I had like a really awesome... It was basically a lightsaber. I mean, they didn't call it that for legal reasons, but it was basically a lightsaber. It was a red lightsaber. And it was really overpowered for what level I was. And I had a robot companion, pet, whatever you want to call it. And I named him Grr because I watched Invader Zim as a kid, and I fucking love that show. Though I understand why they canceled it, because I mean it was a kid show, but the adult undertones in that show were really fucking heavy. But you know, I named my robot companion Grr, and he was really overpowered for his level 2, so I was basically set. And then this fucker, I go AFK to take a piss. I come back, like, this fucker joined my tavern, but I thought it was one of my friends. So I go AFK to take a piss. I come back, the dude's gone. And I didn't even notice that all my equipment was gone. Like, my robot wasn't near me and my sword was gone. I go to join an actual friend's game, and we get into the fucking thing, and I have no weapons. Like, I go to check my inventory in his tavern, and I have nothing. The guy that joined my tavern completely stripped me of everything. So, dude who did that to you, dude who did that to me, I don't know who you are, I don't remember your gamer tag, or I'd put you on blast in this fucking video. But, you know who you are if you watch this video. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself right in your own ass. And people could be like, oh, the salt is real. Yeah, the salt is real. I fucking loved Grr. And the son of a bitch stole him.
Revenge will wait for the replay match. The bag, I'll hide it. See that? I'll give to it. What boat are you achieved?
See, this guy sounds like he's talking gibberish. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like that dude was talking gibberish. It didn't even sound like he was speaking any actual language. But the princess totally sounded like she was speaking Japanese. But that just might be because I'm stereotyping the high-pitched anime girl voice. The high-pitched, squealy, whiny-sounding anime girl voice. I hear that and I just assume she's speaking Japanese. Sorry, but, you know, I guess it's a stereotype from all the fucking anime I watch. But you know, an honest review of this game, I like it. You know, it's a game preview, so it's not finished, and they're going to be adding things and changing things. It has the same shit in place as Happy Wars, which is why I kind of got out of Happy Wars, because, you know, it wasn't a MOBA I was into, but it also had, like, this... I can't speak fully because I played it for like a minute and then stopped. Not a literal minute, but my tenure in it was not past a day or two. But it felt like I had this pay-to-win type shit where if you put real-life money into it, you could get in-game currency, and you could use that to buy better weapons in the store or whatever. And it just felt like that to me. And, you know, the whole pay-to-win aspect in games, I get that gaming companies, you know, developers, they need to make money so that they can continue to update the game and come out with new ones, but that's just really shitty. Like, you're especially if there's PvP, like in Happy Wars, like, you're giving people who have either money to piss away or stupid enough to buy this stuff, you're giving them a leg up over people who just want to get stuff either in, like, you know, some games implement a gachapon thing where if you log in so many days you get one ticket, but if to spend in the gachapon and you spin the wheel and you might get a really shitty item, a medium item, or a really fucking awesome item. Whereas, you know, people could go into the fucking online store, spend like $50 and get like 100 gachapon tickets and spin the fucking wheel 100 times and come out with better shit than you. Then you meet them on the field in the PvP aspect of the game and they just completely wipe the floor with you. It's that kind of imbalance that I just don't like in games. Like, try to make it a level playing field for everybody. Because you do get those tryhards that are like, if I spend this much money, if I piss away this much cash, I'll be a god on the battlefield, and I'll be great in a game that no one will ever remember me afterwards. You know, it's just like, why? I mean, like I said, I understand the necessity to make money, so you implement the cash shop, but just don't make it pay to win. You know, like, people rag on Elder Scrolls Online because they say it's not a good game, and it's like it fucked the lore of the entire series when it came out. But when you take that aside and actually play it for what it is, I actually thoroughly enjoy Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I will admit, it's easier for some classes to do content than others. Like a Nightblade, it's easier to do dungeons solo because you can do stealth. Like, I did a dungeon on my Nightblade. I did all the dungeons on my Nightblade solo. Like the delves and the group dungeons. Not the ones with the not the ones with like the little plus sign in the corner, but like the other ones that have like the group event boss and all that other shit. I did those completely solo on my Nightblade because he could stealth past all the fucking mobs, go straight to the boss. And with his setup, I could, like, this first stealth hit is a massive critical damage, and then it's just chaining attacks continuously until it's fucking dead. Now, it's harder, and I did that at like level 5 and 10, you know? But it's harder for, like, my Dragon Knight to do that, because he doesn't have this stealth. If I come across the mobs, I gotta kill every single one of them. But ESO doesn't have a pay-to-win system in their fucking cash shop. which is what the original point is. You know, I ramble sometimes in these, but I have opinions that I want to get out there. But you know, ESO's cash shop isn't pay to win. It's just mostly fashion or utility things that just reset your skill points or your attributes, or mounts or pets. And mounts and pets have no significant alteration to your stats. I mean, you can upgrade your mount, make it faster, which gives you a slight edge in PvP, so you can catch up to the new characters faster. You know, you can go in the cash shop and buy mount upgrade training scrolls. So instead of taking 10 days to get 10 speed, you could do 1 day. That's slightly pay to win, but that's not like buying a fucking weapon. Like in here, you know, you can buy a weapon. Like, look at all these weapons. And armor. And this kind of is my point, you know, you can buy this stuff. Now, granted, I haven't gone deep into Happy Wars, or even Happy Dungeons, so I don't technically know what rare materials are. Maybe you get those for killing bosses, like the main boss at the end of the dungeon. But I do know there is, like, cash shop cash that you can buy with real money. I don't think it's the rare materials, I think it's something else. But also, I believe there's a fucking MAGIKARP face. It's somewhere in the somewhere in the character customization. There's a fucking MAGIKARP face with like the fucking derpy eyes and the giant pink lips. It's a slight nod to MAGIKARP. Even the name, like if you can pick the lips separately. The lips are named Cod. I mean, come on. It's fucking MAGIKARP. You could tell just by looking at it. Like, as soon as I saw the face and with the derpy eyes and the lips, I was like, that's fucking MAGIKARP. But, you know, and in total, like in a whole review of the game so far, and I've only done the tutorial. Like, I literally got up, went out for breakfast, came back, recorded the gameplay, and now I'm doing the commentary. I didn't do it live because I didn't feel like doing it live. Because I'm still getting situated with the new Xbox update. I didn't want to be like talking about it and then Cortana pop up. Oh shit, I shouldn't be saying her name either. She might pop up and fuck up the audio. But I mean, you know, you say her name, it's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And she pops up. So I didn't want to do it live in case she fucked up the recording. I will say, she is helpful, because I told her to bring up the game, she brought up the game, I told her to do other stuff, she did it. So I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this update. Cortana, oops, I should really stop saying her name in case she fucked this up. She makes it easier, I'll give her that. I haven't tried the background sound yet, the background music. I didn't do background music for this game because, I mean, the music for this game is great. The gameplay is great. I kind of wish there was more combos, you know, because it feels like the combos you can do, maybe it's just me because I'm not a veteran Happy Wars player. It doesn't feel like I can do. It felt like I was doing the same move over and over and over and over and over. But I mean, you could only do X. There's like no heavy attack. There's no light attack. There's no. So I don't know if it's random or if like you can move this joystick, like the left stick, to make different combos. I assume there's different combos because sometimes I was doing like the pin needle stab, where I was like repeatedly stabbing in front of me. Other times I did a spin attack. I don't know how I did it. I guess it's just moving the left joystick. But I just wish there was more in-depth combos to make the gameplay feel more satisfying. Or at least, you know, give me a combo list like they do for Mortal Kombat. I don't know what, like, I didn't know what most of these skills did. But, you know, the combat at its core is fluid, at least. There's no... It's responsive. There's no, like, delay. There's no choppy. My only gripe is, you know, like, there's, for a warrior, there's no, like... Going through the skill list, it felt like most of his skills were set for, like, drawing aggro or defense, whereas I normally play DPS. That's just my personal... I like to be the one that just runs in and just starts beating the shit out of people. I don't like to keep them busy while everyone else is beating the shit out of them, and I have to constantly monitor my HP to make sure the cleric is actually doing their fucking job and keeping me alive. And if they fuck up, I have to, like, slam down a potion. I mean, I can do it, and I have done it in the past. I just don't like to. I just like to just run in with reckless abandon. Character customization is really good too. I mean, it's not like over the fucking top, but like you can judge how big your eyes are, like how big your fucking body is, because I mean these characters are essentially like fucking kids. They're children, but no, it's not meant to be a seriously in-depth customization type thing, because you know these characters are derpy as fuck. Like right here, hopefully I should come across the fucking Magikarp eyes. I might be able to tell from the title. That's a creepypasta eyes, like the dude that cut off his fucking eyelids. I don't remember. I think his name was Jeff. I don't know. Those are eyes from the creepypasta anyway. Sunfish eyes. Those are the Magikarp eyes. The two lines. Is that racist? I don't know. I feel like that's a nod to Asian people. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But I felt like that was slightly racist or a stereotype. I myself am not racist, but I don't know. I felt like it was... I settled with those lips just because, I mean, I'm not going to take this character customization serious. I mean, look how derpy these characters are. They're not meant to be taken seriously. Not like in other MMOs where I'm, like, meticulous with the fucking placement of the eyes and everything else. COD. Magikarp lips, right there. I mean, how can you take character customization seriously when they've got a fucking Magikarp preset? I mean, come on. But as a whole, this game is actually pretty good, and, you know, it's free. That's how you... Hey, I mean, you already knew it's free if I'm bringing it to you. I mean... I'm just saying. But it's good. It's good. It's a good game to be free. It's also a game preview, so you know, it can only go up from here, right? You know. And for those who love dungeon defenders like me, but are upset that it's not coming to the Xbox, at least for now, it's a good substitute. But I'll try to make more videos of this, you know, maybe by dungeon basis. But for right now, I'll see you later, interwebs. Likes, comments, subscribes. See you later.